this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to my channel. This is just a regular process video and that is the sketch I am going to use. It's from the Hip Kit. And I decided that I am going to make a envelope. Now I just had to follow a couple of tutorials online on how to make this envelope, and it actually was relatively easy. Now this layout, I will disclaimer, this was from my previous setup. So the camera is like going in and out and all that stuff. So I am sorry about that, but this is the very last layout that I filmed before I changed up my setup and changed how I was filming and all of that. So now going forward, it will be good. So I am just putting in, what I wanted to do is that I wanted some dimension inside of this inside this envelope, so that I could see and be able to place things inside of it. So the little flaps that I had to do to make the envelope, I wanted to place those in there. So my my picture is of my classroom of the very last time I was able to see it during quarantine times. And we had to go to school. I've said this a couple of times, but we had to go to school on the 16th and the 17th for us teachers. But the kids' last day of school for this particular school year was at the 16th. So Kaylin came with me that day and I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a picture just as I was leaving because I didn't know what I was going to come back to. When we got told that they were going to come in and disinfect, and they do it by fogging. So our district gets like the disinfectant fog stuff. So they literally, it's like a bomb that they put into the room and it like explodes of disinfectant. That's what we thought was going to happen because we figured we were coming back. Lo and behold, we all knew later on that this ain't going to happen. We're not going back, this, that, and the other. But at this time, we figured we were coming back after spring break, which when we left and our spring break was 3 weeks, and then it would have been technically 4 weeks, quote unquote, because of spring break. So yeah, I just, so ultimately I was, just taking that photo. I wanted to make sure to document that because we've never gone through any of this in our lives. So I thought, you know what? Why don't I document it, explain a little bit about it, put it into my quarantine photo album, and it's there for anybody to look at, right? So I am following the sketch. They put these little, this is from the Hip Kit, so they put these little lines in there, and that's what I decided to do. And then I placed the album down, or the envelope down on the bottom. Now, off camera, I will tell you this. I did do some, I got out my mason jar with my flowers and stuff from Close to My Heart because I'm using the fresh bouquet. I got this in the mail and I wanted to use it right away. I just loved it. And so I added it with Heritage. Yeah, it was Heritage. So between Heritage and Fresh Bouquet, this is what I got out there. So what I decided to do was I took a couple of my stamp sets stamp from Close to My Heart. It was like a mason jar one, and cut out and die cutted all of that stuff and made it just gray. I didn't add any other color to it. I just left it the way it is because I really wanted to embrace the gray that was in this collection to bring that out. So here I am, as I can tell that I'm telling you, I'm pulling out some of the Heritage, I'm pulling out some of the Fresh Bouquet, and working on all of that together. I just, like I said, I just loved how this turned out. It's just perfect. I liked how I was able to pull in other colors in with the flowers, and you will see. Now, here's the funny thing is, now with this particular one, I do film it all on one shot. Like I sat down and I didn't have anybody bugging me or anything for this one, and I was able to get it all done in one shot, one film. And then I started looking at it after camera, and I looked some more, and I looked. I'm like, something's not right. So then I was like, okay, well, I think I could do this. Well, I was like, all right, let's turn the camera back on, and then you'll see me actually finish the layout. I stamped and die cut out 3 sets of flowers for both of these mason jars. And then I'm placing the little and some of the bigger dimensionals on the flowers to pop them up just a little bit. So that one mason jar is going to stay there. The other mason jar is going to sit there in the envelope. And I'm scrapbooking with with a couple of my friends. I think this one was with Amy and Fran. During quarantine, let's face it, whoever you can get on a video chat to chat with you, that's what we do at this point, because for us, we're still under General Order 1 for the orders, and we were able to now just start to go about 250 miles. And it's ecstatic for that, but we still have restrictions. We have to go to like federal parks and campgrounds and that kind of stuff. We can go camping as long as it's with your immediate family only. And that kind of, like those types of restrictions. We still have to wear a mask everywhere we go, which is completely fine and content for me. And just all of these little doodads. Well, now we're going to finally take like probably our one and only really trip for this like summer, because after that I do start back up with school. I start on the 24th? Yeah, 24th full time, where I go in. Now, that's 2 weeks prior to school, so I know that they're probably not going to have us have to stay for our full 8-hour like type contract, but essentially we're going to be going in for that and whatnot. I really, truly, 100% love that I added these pops of yellow inside these bouquet of flowers. I think it's like perfect. And then down on the bottom, I start to add some of the other flowers, and I go. And do you see, so as you're watching this, do you see how heavy I am on that one side? And I am so sorry I'm like off camera trying to do this. Like I didn't even realize I was that far off camera, so I'm sorry about that. But do you see how heavy I am on that one side? And I stay heavy on that one side. That is why you will see me come back and finish it off, because I'm like, something's not right. Something's just not right with this thing. And I kept looking at it off camera, and I was like, I know what it is. It's the other side. So I forgot that I also got these, the foam. I like how Crepe Paper changed their foam stickers around. So instead of it being like wood, like the the chipboard, they're not wood. What the heck, Miranda? The chipboard, they went and did it like foam style. So I love that they did it this way, because 1, they stick a heck of a lot better, and 2, they don't fall apart, and 3, the foam is actually good foam. It's a good distance and not so heavy based. So here I am. I'm just, getting the hearts and all of this down. And like I said, I'm telling you, you will see that I'm done. I'll wave. I will tell you, I'm going to add my gold splatters, and then I'm going to wave, and then I'll be right back. Because I don't know what I was thinking. I'm telling you, that one side is so empty. So here's my wave, and then I come back. Do you see all that stuff I put on there? I was like, what am I thinking, Miranda? So here I come. I am now putting down the rest of my stuff that I feel that needed to go in this corner. So that little sticker or that little embellishment that you see with the lines, that's where I do put down my unknown of this and whatnot. I do add some more flowers on this side, and I get it going, and then I do add a little bit more splatters. I do my journaling, and then I'm done. Obviously, the still shots are coming up. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I would love to have you. I do upload between 2 to 3 times a week. I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and that bell to get notifications each and every time that I do upload. I added these books because I thought it was cool and it was perfect. And then I add this up, the rest of that embellishment up on the top just to round that out just a little bit, and then I consider myself done. I absolutely love how this turns out. This is one of my, I would say that out of all of my layouts, like this is one of my favorite layouts that I have done so far this year. And you guys know, if you guys have followed me long enough, you know that I have done tons and tons of layouts. And I feel like this is my favorite. And I'm just going to go through the rest of it just to double check to make sure that I didn't miss anything and whatnot. But I am just finishing up what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I add this camera. I forgot I added this too. I filmed this quite a while ago, and now I'm doing the voiceover because I needed some fluff in my stuff. So here are the still shots, and I hope that you guys are all staying safe. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!